animal cell. Okay, here we have completed the first phase of the nuclear division, that is prophase. Okay, which is divided for our convenience. We have divided that prophase into the two substages, that is early prophase and late prophase, where it undergoes the various changes. Okay, means at the end of prophase, okay, the chromatin fibers are completely condensed. Okay, aster formation is there, takes place, that is aster rays, and that of the spindle fibers are formed. Okay, and that spindle fibers are get attached to the condensed chromosomes. Okay, now the cell is proceeded towards the next stage. The name of the stage is what? Metaphase. Okay, let's see what are the changes takes place in that of the metaphase stage. Okay, here the next stage of the mitosis, that is what? Metaphase of karyokinesis, that is nothing but the nuclear division. Okay, here we have already shown two asters, that is amphiastral state is formed. Okay, spindle fibers are produced. Okay, shorter rays, those were termed as what? Aster rays. Okay, and the spindle fibers were attached to that of the chromosomes. Okay, here during that metaphase, the first change which takes place in late prophase, we have already shown that the chromosomes are get attached to the spindle fibers. Okay, now in that metaphase stage, due to the relative contraction of that of the spindle fibers, the chromosomes are get aligned, means are get settled. Chromosomes are get aligned or get settled at the equatorial plane. म्हणजे अगदी exactly center point like that. That is what? At the equatorial plane, and that alignment of the chromosomes at the equatorial plane, it is due to what? The comparative contractions of that spindle fibers. Means here see, all the chromosomes, they were, okay, they were aligned at the equatorial plane. Okay, here is the first chromosome, here is the second. Okay, again that one is the third, and here the fourth one chromosome. That is the first change. Means here chromosomes are aligned, that is settled, aligned at equatorial plane, and that alignment of the chromosomes at the equatorial plane, it is due to what? The comparative stretching, or we can say that the comparative contraction of the spindle fibers. Okay, in the diagram which shows the late prophase, okay, the chromosomes which are attached to the spindle fibers are not exactly at the equatorial plane. Okay, few chromosomes are towards that pole, few chromosomes towards that pole, means they are not at a single line plane or at a single plane, but due to the comparative contractions of the spindle fibers, they are now aligned, they are now settled at that of the equatorial plane. Okay, accordingly the spindle fibers are of two different types. Okay, let's see what are the two types of the spindle fibers. Here see, the spindle fiber which is attached to the chromosomes, here also that one spindle fiber is attached to the chromosomes. Here that one spindle fiber is also attached to the chromosome. Okay, that spindle fibers which are attached to the chromosomes are known as chromosomal. See, chromosomal spindle fibers. Chromosomal spindle fibers, or they may be also called as discontinuous. They may be also known as discontinuous fibers. Okay, why they were termed as discontinuous? Because though they are running from this pole to this pole, but at the midpoint, at the equatorial plane, they are attached to the chromosomes, and that's why termed as what? Discontinuous fibers. And as they are attached to the chromosomes, they were termed as what? Chromosomal spindle fiber. Beside that chromosomal spindle fibers or the discontinuous fibers, the other fibers, see that, okay, where they do not attach to any of the chromosome, means they are running from that pole to that pole, okay, without any discontinuation, and that fibers were termed as continuous spindle fibers. Continuous spindle fibers, or they may also known as interpolar fibers. दोन पोलच्या मध्ये interpolar fibers. Okay, these are the two types of the spindle fibers. One type of the spindle fiber which is attached to the chromosome called as chromosomal spindle fiber or discontinuous fiber, and that spindle fiber which is not attached to the chromosome, it is known as continuous spindle fiber or that of the interpolar fiber. The first change which is occurred here in that metaphase, it is what? Chromosomes are aligned at the equatorial plane due to comparative contraction. Due to comparative contraction of chromosomal spindle fibers. Of chromosomal spindle fibers. Next change. See, the structure of chromosome in that metaphase is like that. See here, centromere is there. Okay, two sister chromatids are here. Okay, and that structure at the center, that structure here is the structure that is nothing but the kinetochore. And here that chromosomal spindle fibers are exactly attached to that of the kinetochore of the chromosome. To that of the kinetochore of the chromosome, and these spindle fiber which are attached to the kinetochore of the spindle fiber, they pulls chromosomes in that direction. Means that piece of the spindle fiber, it pulls the chromosome towards that pole, while that piece of the chromosomal spindle fiber, it pulls the chromosome towards that pole. Okay, means that is the change where chromosomal spindle fibers, chromosomal spindle fibers attached to kinetochore, attached to kinetochore of chromosome, attached to the kinetochore of chromosome. That is nothing but the metaphase stage. Let's see the another phase. That is what? Anaphase. After metaphase there is a anaphase. Okay, here is the anaphase stage of that of the karyokinesis, that is nuclear division. Let's see what happens here. Okay, as we already said, here the chromosomes are get aligned, settled at the equatorial plane due to the relational or comparative contraction of that chromosomal spindle fibers. Okay, that pieces of the spindle fibers now in the anaphase, they start to pull that piece of the spindle fiber, chromosomal spindle fiber, it start to pull that chromosome towards that pole, while that piece of the chromosomal spindle fiber, it start to pull that chromosome towards that pole. Okay, that is, force is applied here on the kinetochore or that of the centromere of the chromosome, and due to that force, let's see what exactly happens during that anaphase stage. Okay, see here. Okay, centromere is there. Okay, now here the spindle fibers aster rays are also there. Okay, see, due to that contraction, means here that piece of the spindle fiber, it start to contract. Here that piece of the spindle fiber, it start to contract, so that this piece pulls that chromosome towards this pole and this piece pulls that chromosome towards opposite pole. Let's see what happens here. Due to that comparative contraction of the chromosomal spindle fibers, the first change that is takes place. Due to the comparative pulling or comparative contraction of the chromosomal spindle fibers, here that centromere is get splitted. So split होना है. Okay, means here it is get splitted. Okay, and due to the splitting of the centromere, the sister chromatids are also get splitted. That is the first change. Okay, here centromeres of chromosomes get splitted. Okay, here see what exactly happens here. Due to the splitting of the centromere, see what exactly happens here. Okay, here spindle fibers, that continuous spindle fibers, they remain intact. Okay, see, due to the contraction, means that piece of the chromosomal spindle fiber, it get contracts, that piece of the spindle fiber, it get contracts. Due to that contraction, what happens? Centromeres, that is that portion, is get splitted. And due to the splitting of centromeres, the sister chromatids are also get splitted. Okay, centromeres of the chromosomes are get splitted, and sister chromatids are get separated. Sister chromatids are get what? Separated. That is the first stage. Okay, here the sister chromatids are get separated. Okay, in between that separated sister chromatids, there is a formation of another type of fiber. Here that are the continuous fibers or interpolar fibers. The spindle fibers which are attached to the chromosome are known as the chromosomal spindle fibers or that of the discontinuous fibers. Okay, in between that splitted fibers here. Okay, the additional fibers which were produced are known as interzonal fibers. And that interzonal fibers are only produced when the centromeres of the chromosomes are get splitted. सेंट्रोमियर स्प्लिट झाल्यानंतरच काय तयार होत आहे, इंटरझोनल फायबर्स आर गेट फॉर्म. मीन्स हियर दॅट चेंज इज नोन ॲज व्हॉट, interzonal fibers are produced in between splitted chromatids. स्प्लिट झालेले जे क्रोमॅटिड्स आहेत यांच्यामध्ये हे ऍडिशनल फायबर्स तयार झाले and that were known as what, interzonal fibers. That is the change. One more change that is took place in that of the anaphase. Okay, here now at that point or at the beginning of the anaphase, it starts with the splitting of the centromere and also splitting of that of the sister chromatids. Interzonal fiber formation takes place. Now that splitted chromatids or that splitted chromosomes, they start to move towards the opposite pole. Means these chromosomes, they start to pull towards that pole, and here that chromosome, they start to pull towards that pole. And for that pulling or for that migration, for that movement of that of the chromosomes, there are the three things required. Three things were required. Let's see what are the three things those were required for the migration of chromosome towards the opposite pole. Okay, let's see that three things responsible for migration of chromosome, or we can say that forces responsible for migration of chromosomes, okay, towards opposite pole. Forces responsible for migration of chromosomes towards the opposite pole. Okay, the first force, it is nothing but, or the first thing which is responsible for migration. Here that piece of the chromosomal spindle fiber, it get contract. That piece of the chromosomal spindle fiber, it also get contract. Okay, means the first thing which is responsible, it is nothing but contraction of chromosomal spindle fibers. First thing is contraction of chromosomal spindle fibers. Contraction of chromosomal spindle fiber. Okay, the next one force which is responsible for the movement of chromosome, that is nothing but here that interzonal fibers those were formed, they start to stretch, means they start to pull chromosomes away. Okay, that is called as what, stretching. Okay, here stretching of interzonal fibers. Okay, and the last one thing which is responsible for the migration of the chromosome, it is nothing but the ATP. Okay, as we already discussed, for the movement of one chromosome about 30 ATP molecules were required. That is what, 30 ATP per chromosome. 30 ATPs were required for movement of one chromosome. Okay, and these are the three things or the factors which are responsible for the movement of the chromosome towards the opposite pole. That is nothing but the anaphase. Okay, see one more thing here. In case of the animal cells, after anaphase there is a telophase, that is completion of the karyokinesis, and then after the cell leads to the cytokinesis where the cytoplasmic division takes place. Here in case of the animal cells, the cytokine discuss it later on. But just keep in mind, in case of the animal cell, the process of cytokinesis, it begins at the end of anaphase or at the starting of the telophase. Let's see that of the telophase stage, okay, which comes after the anaphase, okay. Here. Okay. Now, here is the telophase. Telophase. See, the telophase is exactly reverse. Telophase is exactly reverse of the prophase. Prophase ची exactly reverse stage किंवा phase म्हणजेच काय आहे? Telophase. Means see what are the changes here takes place. First thing is that nuclear membrane, along with the nuclear membrane, other membranes are also there. Okay, nuclear membrane reassembles. Nuclear membrane reassemble and reappears. Nuclear membrane reassembles and reappear. Whereas in prophase, nuclear membrane and other membranes like endoplasmic reticular membrane, Golgi apparatus membrane, they all are get dissociate or disappear. But here in the telophase, which is reverse of the prophase, nuclear membrane as well as the other membranes are reassembles and reappears. That is the first change. Second change is that what? In prophase, chromatin fibers are get condensed into what? Chromosomes. Here exactly reverse. What? Chromosomes are decondensed. Means again they become thin thread-like structures. Decondensed into chromatin fibers. Decondensed into chromatin fibers. जे कंडेन्सेशन होऊन chromatin fiber चे chromosomes form झालेले होते. Here in the telophase, chromosomes are decondensed into the chromatin fibers. And the last one important change is that spindle fibers and aster rays, spindle fibers and aster rays are dissociated. जे निघून जात आहे, disappear होत आहे. Aster rays and spindle fibers are get dissociated or disappear. So the structure is looking like that. Here the nuclear membranes start to reappear or it may get reappeared. Here the another nuclear membrane. Okay, chromosomes are get decondensed. Two chromatin fibers are there. Okay, again here it contains one centrosome. Here is the another centrosome. Okay, nucleolus again reappears here. In the prophase, nucleolus disappears. Here nucleolus reappears, nuclear membrane reappears, chromosomes are decondensed into the chromatin fibers, spindle fibers, and that of the aster rays, they are also get dissociate or disappear. Okay, and so the structure is looking like that. Okay, means here at the end of karyokinesis, by completing the telophase, the single nucleus is get divided into nucleus as well as, okay, here we are just thinking about the nucleus, but along with the nucleus, other cytoplasmic organelles are also get reappeared or also get what? Divided. Okay, also get divided. Okay, here as I already said, after the karyokinesis, the cell proceeds towards the cytokinesis, that is what? Division of the cytoplasm. And in case of the animal cell, cytokinesis, it begins at the end of anaphase or at the starting of the telophase. Okay, in this form. That is what? Invagination of plasma membrane. Invagination म्हणजे आतल्या बाजूला फोल्डिंग व्हायला सुरुवात होणार आहे. That is called as what? Invagination. Means here the karyokinesis, that is what? Division of the nucleus is get completed. Let's see the karyokinesis. Okay. See what happens during the karyokinesis. Sorry, cytokinesis. That is division of that of the cytoplasm and cytoplasmic component, cytoplasmic apparatus. Okay. See here the inbulging or infolding of the plasma membrane, which is started at the end of anaphase or at the beginning of the telophase. Okay, it becomes deeper and deeper. Means see, structure is looking like that. Here, that inbulging or infolding, it becomes deeper. Okay, here nucleoli that contains 4 chromatin fibers. Nucleolus is there. Again, centriole is there. Okay, that infolding or inbulging, it becomes deeper and deeper. Okay, and finally the cytokinesis is completed. Let's see how it is get completed. Let's see how it is get completed. Okay, here that inbulging or the infolding of the plasma membrane. Okay, I say plasma membrane because in animal cells there is no cell wall. Okay, and when we are going to compare the mitosis in the plants and animals, that time we have completely cleared that process of cytokinesis and then of the karyokinesis. Okay, here that infolding of the plasma membrane, it becomes deeper, and finally that infoldings are get meet at the center, and so that the single cell is get divided into the 2 daughter cells. Means here that infolding, it proceeds towards the center, so that a single cell is get divided into that 2 cells. Okay, nucleolus is here, centriole is here. Okay, and all the cytoplasmic organelles are also there. Means, see, at the end of mitosis, just remember that interphase stage. Okay, where we have started with the 4 chromatin fibers, we have started with that of the 4 chromatin fibers, and at the end of mitotic cell division, the 2 daughter cells which were formed, they are also having the 4 chromatin fibers. Okay, that is what the genetic material or the DNA content which is present at the time of cell division. Okay, it remains same at the end of cell division. Means the daughter cells, they shows the identical or similar chromosomal composition or content, qualitatively as well as quantitatively similar to that of the parent cell, and that's why the mitosis is known as equational cell division. That's why the mitosis is known as what? Equational cell division. का? तर पॅरेंट सेल पासून ज्यावेळेला डिव्हिजन होणार, पॅरेंट सेल मध्ये जेवढं क्रोमोझोमचं कंटेंट प्रेझेंट आहे, जेवढं क्रोमोझोमचं कंपोजिशन प्रेझेंट आहे, एक्झॅक्टली दॅट composition, that content, it is distributed in 2 cells. Both the daughter cells, they are identical to that of the parent cells. Okay, and that's why it is known as what? Equational cell division. Okay, let's see the significance or the importance of mitosis. Okay, significance, that is importance of mitosis. There are different significances or importance of the mitosis. First one significance of the mitosis. Okay, as per related with the human beings or the other animals, zygote is a single cell which is nothing but formed from the fusion of the male gamete, that is sperm, and the female gamete, that is what? Egg, which is nothing but the zygote. That zygote undergoes the repeated mitotic divisions. Zygote undergoes the repeated mitotic division, so that single cell zygote condition, it is get changed into the multicellular organism, and that multicellular form, it is nothing but the growth of the individual. It is nothing but what? Growth of the individual. It means the first significance of the mitosis is that it helps in growth of organism. म्हणजे organism ची growth व्हायची असेल, then there is a need of mitotic cell division, where single cell is get multiplied, it undergoes the amplifications, large numbers of the cells were formed, and it is nothing but the growth of that organism. That is the first significance. Second one significance of the mitosis is that, see, in some cases, due to the injury, due to the accidental damage, or due to any reason, if the cells of the body are get damaged or they get worn out, okay, at that place the new cells were formed, new cells were produced due to that of the mitotic cell division, and that is nothing but the regeneration or reappearance of the cells. Okay, means here mitosis, it is also helpful for, it helps in regeneration of damaged cells, like in case of the wall lizard, if the tail is get cut off from that place, okay, that place the new tail is get formed, and that new tail formation, it is due to what? Regeneration of the damaged cells, and that regeneration, it is due to what? Mitotic cell division. The third one significance or the third one importance of the mitosis is that, okay, here as we already said, when the cell enters into the mitotic cell division, okay, the number of the chromosomes or the content of the genetic material which is present, it is exactly or in an equal form, it is distributed into the two daughter cells, so that mitotic cell division, it is responsible to maintain the chromosome number. It is responsible to maintain the chromosome number, or it is helpful to maintain the chromosome number. Maintain chromosome number. Means, see, in human beings and all other animals, okay, the male gamete, sperm, it is haploid, that is there is a single set of chromosome. In the female gamete, that is egg, which is also haploid, that is single set of chromosome. But when that two haploid gametes, they fuse with each other, the diploid zygote is formed, and when that diploid zygote, it undergoes what? That mitotic cell division. All the cells which are produced, they are also what? Diploid in nature, means they all are having the double set of chromosome, and that is the characteristic of human being. Means what? In all the body cells, the diploid set of the chromosome, it is maintained or it is controlled due to that of the mitotic cell division. Okay, here one more significance of the mitosis is that it helps in, see, it helps in asexual reproduction in animals and vegetative propagation in plants. Vegetative propagation in plants means it is helpful for the asexual reproduction in animals when the somatic body cells, they undergoes the mitotic cell division, and that's why the exact like that of the budding in the hydra, okay, means cells of the body of the hydra, they undergoes the mitotic cell division. A younger hydra is produced, and after maturation it is get detached from the main body. Okay, that is what the mitotic cell division, it helps in the asexual asexual reproduction in animals, while it is also helpful for the vegetative propagation in the plants. Vegetative propagation in the plants. These are the different significances. These are the different importance of the mitosis. But there is one drawback, okay, related with the mitosis. Okay, see here, due to the mitotic cell division, the two daughter cells which were produced, two daughter cells which were formed, are exact copies of the parent one. Are exact copies of parent one. Means that mitotic division, it is responsible to maintain or to regulate the chromosome number in the daughter cells. But there is no new combinations or evolution. New combinations or evolutions does not produce due to the mitosis, and that is the drawback of mitosis. New combinations तैयार होना नहीं, and if there is no formation of the new combination, okay, it does not result into the evolution of the species. Okay, that is the only drawback of the mitosis. Okay, means here in that lecture we have completed all the points related with the mitotic cell division that takes place in the animals, and along with that all the stages we have also studied the significance of mitosis. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to study the comparative account of mitosis in the animal cells and mitosis in the plant cells. What is the exact difference between the plant mitosis and that of the animal mitosis? Thank you.